It's like bye and then hi. That's crazy.
All right. I know. That's how our Sundays go.
That's how our Sundays go. Yo. It's actually pretty cool. I'm actually gonna have somebody else come on, but I think it may be a one-on-one call or it may be the Let's Just Talk Everything group.
Nice.
Yeah. She was I think she wanted to talk about I think something similar to what it was a question I asked about books, where I was like, are you ever worried about like writing books that may affect your relationships or break a relationship? You
That
remember
one.
that?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, you
remember.
posted it. You
I
posted
remember
that.
typing that question.
Yeah. She saw it and she like on Snapchat actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And she wants to come on to talk about that. There's been
Oh,
a lot
cool.
of traffic. There's been a lot of traffic with Snapchat recently,
Oh,
and
good.
it's just getting back to the DMs. I have so many,
I
but
know.
I
You
need to
gotta,
make.
gotta
Say it
get to
again.
it. I
I
said you
know,
gotta get to it.
and I need to make sure that my process or system is like more like straightforward when it comes to like signing up and stuff. Because I think some people they may want to, but
Yeah.
they're looking for me to say yes in the DMs where it's like, hey, you can
I
come
think what,
here.
yeah, I think what you need to figure out how to do,
Hmm.
we're kind of on a like a marketing slash admin uh like call right now.
Right.
Anyways, I think what you need to figure out how to do is just to tell people like sign up. I think people get nervous about the private public part, like when they
Hmm.
see that, but I would just say tell people to sign up. Um, you have to figure out the like I think a process where it's like an even having I don't I don't know if I want to volunteer myself or I don't know. I might have just made more work for myself. Uh
No. I'm not putting that on you. But you know.
no, I just was coming up with like an idea of like, if people sign up, like an email like that you send back to them that says, "Hey, you're good for this like group or whatever. Like this is your I don't know, like free entry into the books group and we'll talk about your topic
Mm.
or this is blah blah blah." I don't know.
So
Somehow, I don't know,
yeah. Well,
figuring
we'll
that.
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. No. But pin that idea. If you have any idea, pin it because I want to elaborate. But I know we're
Yeah,
recording
yeah.
and things like that
I
now.
know. And this is not supposed to be the fitness one. Now you'll have to edit this one.
I ain't editing nothing.
No,
Nope.
you can't let my can't let my ideas out into the world.
So you want me to cut it out?
So
You did.
it's really not that big of a deal. That one's
All
not
right.
that big of a deal.
I'm leaving it in.
Fine. People can know that I have ideas for your group.
Absolutely. You're an admin. You're an admin. Like you're the first, which means that if you're still around, like if that's your choice. But if you're still around, then you definitely, as we add more admin, you'll be training them.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be training them too, but you would have had a better gist as like to what it is that you do.
Yeah.
So but I love it. I love that aspect of it. Like you giving me the insight that I need. But back to fitness.
Fitness. This is what this call is supposed to be about fitness, not about admin
Absolutely.
stuff.
Absolutely.
But
It's cool.
no, but the person like should come to the books call. That's tonight.
Oh yeah, it was the books. Oh yeah. No, you're right. You're right. It is Let's Just Talk Books. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll let them know that. But I don't know if they signed up. Maybe they signed up tonight. Maybe they did. I
That would
don't
be
know. Because I told them to go to my Instagram and click the link in my bio. You can't post a link on Snapchat. But
I I think in the DMs you might be able to send links.
well, on Snapchat you can, but the only reason I tell them to go to my Instagram and stuff is because they're probably gonna want to sign up again, and it's like I can't keep sending the link from
Yeah,
Snapchat, which deletes the links and the
no,
stuff.
that's true. That's true. That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying? Like they got to get somewhere where it's like it's
Well,
it's there.
you could save it in the chat.
Yeah, but that's too much work on me. And I'm dead serious. I'm like, if you want it, you got to come get it.
No, I
Like,
can get you.
yeah, because they, like you said, some people, but it'll work it out. It'll work itself out, or we'll work it out. But
Sorry.
no, no, you're good. But where was that? So for fitness for this call, I wanted to talk about, and you actually, again, you inspired this because you're very active in all communities, or at least a lot of them at least. Um,
Mm.
and I was going through the Facebook groups, and I was going through all the posts and stuff that you were making, and just posts in general. And I came across a few of your Apple Watch posts.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, man, she's closing rings. She's like, for real, you're like actually serious about this. You
Yeah.
know, like you're serious about it. Like you're like you're actually like doing it. You're doing the walks, even in the freaking cold. Like I've seen you walking in the cold.
Yeah, I got challenged.
Challenged by who?
My cousin.
Really?
Yeah, we're keeping each other accountable.
Wow. So
Winter.
I have a freaking accountability partner. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's like an accountability group. Like I saw like
Wow.
she posted on Facebook, she said it's the winter 2024 run/walk streak.
Yeah.
And there's 47 of us in the group. I don't know a lot of them. I know my
Yeah.
cousin.
Right.
That's it. I know my cousin. Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
and I'm with like I guess 45 strangers.
Yeah.
And we're all walking or running. I can't run
Uh.
behind me, but walking at least a mile
Yeah.
every day until from Thanksgiving to New Year's. So
Mhm.
bringing in the new year. And I'll see
Uh.
if I continue this because like 1 mile is not that long, you know,
Yeah.
think about it. So we'll see how long I actually continue the streak. I'm
Yeah.
definitely making it, to New Year's. Um,
Okay.
So like, I don't know, challenges for me kind of keep me going. Not like not like crazy challenges,
Yeah.
like just like mini challenges. I like to compete against myself. I'm a
Yeah.
competitor. So,
Yeah. Hmm.
um, so like when I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, I needed something to like keep me going for the winter."
Yeah.
And so I was like, "This is great."
It's perfect. Yeah.
It's really like an easy time to kind of like, I don't know, I guess like lay off of it
Yeah.
because again, it's cold.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
like getting out to it is difficult sometimes. Even like going to the gym can be difficult. Like my gym is like 30 minutes away.
Wow.
And I spend like 20 or I spend 2 hours there.
Mhm.
There's a reason I spend 2 hours there is to like get my money's worth.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
also like, but that takes like so then that's like 3 hours of my day that I have to
Mm.
um make sure that I'm like there.
Yeah.
So like last night I well, today it was a beautiful day. It was 65 degrees. I don't know, like I did not know it was gonna
Yeah. Right.
be like it was like the last time I checked, it was supposed to still be cold. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. I don't know
What
what
happened? Yeah.
um but I had
Felt
prepared.
good.
No,
Hmm.
I wish I had walked outside, but because of the fact that I had prepared my bag for the gym for after
Yeah.
church,
Hmm.
like and I didn't know it was cold like this morning when I went to church. But then
Yeah.
out like when I got outside of church, I was like, I am so hot in this coat right now.
Hmm.
Um, but I had my gym bag packed, so I went and I did my mile on the elliptical at the gym. I
Nice.
changed into my clothes. It was like trying to make a plan. Like I never went to the gym on Sundays. Like, I don't go to the gym on the weekends,
Yeah.
really. And so to like keep me accountable and like when I get home from church, I usually like to
Yeah.
take a nap. I like to get comfy.
Mm.
I like
Yeah.
to be like home. Like
Yeah.
Sundays are like my home day.
Hmm.
Uh, so so because I knew that and I knew my mindset,
Yeah.
it's like I had to think of something that would change the habit. So I intentionally packed my gym bag last night to take
Wow.
in the morning, so that I could go directly from church to the gym. Um, I changed at the gym. Like I went in there looking all nice.
Yeah.
And
Like an hour night.
then I left sweaty.
Hey,
But
nothing wrong with it.
um but yeah, so it's just like trying to make those like changes that you have to be intentional
Yeah,
like about it. Um
absolutely.
so yeah, I do
It's
try
good.
to close my rings.
That's dope. That's what I'm saying. The fact that you even showed pictures of you doing that, of you attempting to do that, like that made me want to ask the question of why. And what I mean by that is the topic being why, what's keeping you consistent? Why the consistency, or what's your why behind this, revisiting your why. And I
Mhm.
think that can change, by the way. Well,
Yeah,
you know what? Let me ask you that. Can the why change?
I think
Okay.
so. I think
Okay.
the why can change. Like there's different reasons for it. Like I would say
Yeah.
my why has changed over the years.
Wow.
Like, you know, um, I think when I initially like kind of started trying to be fit, this was when I was married.
Yeah.
Um, my why was kind of for my ex-husband.
Yeah.
Like it was like trying to be a person like that he saw as attractive.
Yeah.
And trying to be skinny.
Yeah.
Like, like
Mhm.
it was like the goal was to be skinny.
Yeah.
Um, and now like I think like my why is definitely more for me,
Mm.
and definitely being like I've come at it like when I was like there, it was like I disliked who I was, I disliked my body, I disliked stuff about me, very insecure. And
Yeah.
now I was like, I like who I am. Um, I like what I look like, regardless of, being like, I mean, I look at myself from last year, even like the videos that I sometimes post for you of me.
Yeah.
Um, like I definitely had like chubbier cheeks. My arms were like chubbier and all that.
Yeah.
Like I have like lost weight. I've lost, I've gained muscle and different things like over
Yeah.
the year since you've known me.
Absolutely.
Um, and I think like, but it's like I still look at who I was then, and I'm like,
Mm.
I was still beautiful then,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with her then. It's just like, um, and I like that I loved myself then. And it's coming through, it's just like the why now is more about being healthy than it is
Yeah.
about looking a certain way.
Mhm.
Like, um, it's it's about the longevity of things.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sorry, Jack's eyes are funny. You're gonna see this in the video,
Is it
but
going cross-eyed?
no, he looks funny just because like it's just his eyes. Sorry, I got distracted.
No, you're
Um,
good.
but it's more like the why isn't about like attaining a specific body type. It's about like, just being healthy and um striving for that. And I think that and just and making it more of a lifestyle, like where it's like healthy habits more than just
Mm.
like the goal. Like, like where my when my goal was to be skinny, like when my goal was to be a certain weight.
Yeah.
Not that I don't still have like weight goals or those things, but like when that was the main focus,
Yeah.
like once you get there, you stop basically. Like because you achieved your goal, right? But then you didn't ever learn the healthy habits, you didn't ever learn or retain anything. It was all
Yeah.
about like you either did a fad diet or you like exercised way too much, like you kind of injured yourself in doing things, you like burned yourself out trying to do something that wasn't attainable or like sustainable. Um
Yeah.
and like when you reached the certain point, you like stopped and you just kind of went back to unhealthy habits as from
Mm,
before.
yeah.
Whereas now it's like my goal is actually to like, it's like everything in moderation, but also
Yeah.
like learning how to be a little bit more healthy, incorporating exercise and like
Yep.
movement and everything, and like
Hmm.
learning how to like even functional strength training, like, doing that. I didn't lift weights before. I mostly did cardio and like abs and stuff, but now I'm
Yeah.
lifting weights and stuff. And like, I do see like there is like, um, I think there's purpose in every different type of exercise that you can do because like
Yeah.
flexibility,
So yeah.
strength is important, and cardio.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. No, no, it's all good. All right. Thank you. What's up, girl? I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. I know you're working.
No, but you can keep going. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
It was
I
a
think,
miscon, a little issue going on. Yes, we're good.
oh no.
No, you're all good.
That's all I got, really.
That's good. No, it's man, you be having some really good like freaking like feedback. You really do. Like you'd be like, dang, like how in the world did she like did you rehearse this?
No.
I love it. Um, I love what you said about how it's for you now, you know?
Mhm.
I definitely do think that it's definitely not, how can I put this? Your why? Because I think that my question to you was, could the why change, right? That was the question you were
Yeah.
answering.
Hmm. That was the
I
question.
de Yeah, and I definitely think that the why can change too. I agree. I even comment just on it a little bit myself. Um, I think that we are in, like you said, we're in different stages in life. You were with your ex, right?
Hmm.
And that was the whole thing. You being with him, you know, was one of the reasons why you had this perspective or you were trying to aim for this particular goal because he wanted a skinny person or this or that, like
Hmm.
just those different aspects that he saw fit and wanted, I guess, in you. But now your why being that first off, you're not even with him anymore. We're at different stages of our lives, and now you've taken on a different level of a why. Um,
Hmm.
and you're doing it for you too, right? Not that that's a selfish thing.
No, I think like honestly with fitness, with health,
Hmm.
like I think it's important that there's a level that it is for yourself. I
Yeah,
think there has to be some selfishness in it. Otherwise, it's
yeah.
not going to be like, I mean, even when, like, I will say this about my ex, like, even when, like, I was, like, he would say, you're not gonna, like, it's not gonna, he would say something like along the lines of, like, this isn't gonna last if you're not doing it for yourself as well. Like, if you're
Mm,
just doing it for me,
yeah,
like, it's not gonna last, which is definitely true. But like there was also still expectations there that he
yeah,
placed upon me that were like different, than
yeah,
like where I'm at now. Uh,
yeah,
so not to say that he like, he didn't necessarily want me to be doing fitness just for him,
yeah,
but like that was one of my whys at the time.
yeah,
Um, but like there are like different, I think like it's okay to also have like your why be I want to be
Yeah.
healthy for my kids, or I want to be healthy for my family. I want to be, like I think it's okay to have other people be a part of it, but
Yeah.
ultimately you also have to be like at the center of it too.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. You're exactly right. It's I think kind of what you're hitting on too is the fact that like if you don't, you know how like they say like if you don't do it for you, if you don't do, you know how the saying goes like if you don't do it for if you don't help yourself, you can't help others. Something like that, right? Like
Yeah.
unless you first like decide to help yourself, you can't help others. Like it's just not gonna do. You know, um, how can you be an asset to someone when you're not even an asset to yourself? Like you're harming yourself, and that goes with fitness.
Yeah.
You're killing yourself if you're not paying attention to your fitness, and therefore you render yourself non-helpless to anyone else. In that regard.
Hmm.
Um, but that's really good. Okay, so so you answered the question of what is can a why change? So then, did you answer the question of what is your why now? Or
I
did you
think I
hone in?
did.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I answered what the my why is now. My why is just to be healthy, like for myself.
yeah, let's say
Like
so.
just being healthy and
Yeah.
creating a lifestyle. Like my why is just being me, like
Mhm.
like getting that active and like being healthy. Like I want to be able to have kids someday and I want to be able to,
Mm,
play with them and stuff.
yeah.
So that's a
Mm, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Um, when it comes down to Aiden, Aiden, huh? Sure. Okay. Take that. Good. Good. That's perfect. Thank you. Have a good one. Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah, you're fine.
Would you also say that? Would you also say that there's a level of well, let me ask you this, because I was curious about this too. Why why post on the groups and things of that nature? You've been consistent with that. So why are you so consistent there? I think that's what really caught me off guard. I was like, dang, like, what I'm saying? And the thing is, you're not getting likes all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting comments all the time. So then why are you doing that?
Why am I doing that? I mean, sometimes I'm like, oh, should I be? Am I being annoying? Are people tired of seeing me?
No, not at all. You better keep doing that. I love it.
No, sometimes that is how I feel.
I
But
cannot. No.
I'm being real.
You're helping me. I mean, if that helps you at all, you're helping me.
Good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but like I think part of it is just that accountability, you know?
Mm,
Like it's like this is me checking in. This is not me saying like I'm better than you. This is not me saying anything. This is me just checking in and being like, I did it, you know?
yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, um, like I met my goal or I did that.
Yeah. Mm,
Um, and so just like posting that and then kind of maybe it'll inspire someone to post their check-in and be like, I
yeah.
also got it in today, and then we can
Yeah.
celebrate each other.
Yeah.
Um, like I think that's kind of what it's about in
Yeah.
my mind is just like celebrating our wins, however big or small they are. Like to
Yeah.
me, my win is the fact that look, I had my bag packed.
Yeah.
I went to the gym and I got my mile
Yeah.
in. Like I didn't stay today because like my trainer's not there and none of my friends were there. I
Yeah.
I didn't make it like I didn't stay for the like 2 hours at the gym. I just did 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did my mile and I got out.
Yeah.
Like that was it. Um, but like I did it. So
Mm,
just posting that like, for it's like it's for accountability. It's just kind of
yeah.
you know, it's a way to check in. It's a way to check in with each other.
Mm.
It was something that I also like kind of took from like in the Her Collective group. That was one of
Mm.
the did was like we would check in with like we would send our check-ins like it was part
Wow.
of the thing. A part of the group was to like we texted each other
Yeah.
like I got the gym in today, you know? Like and it's just a way to be accountable to people. And
Yeah.
I like that. I do miss that sometimes too.
Yeah.
Having that level of other people posting it too. That's why I'm like I feel like I'm like all alone.
No. I feel it. No, no, no. It's trust me, there's been others that have done the same. It's just
Mhm.
that, like, and
And
again, sometimes
it's seasons too. Like it's seasons of
Mhm.
and that's fine.
Exactly. Yep.
So it's cool. It's
You're not
cool.
all alone.
I'm not all alone. Lonely.
Right.
Nah, I won't sing. This isn't the art group.
Hey, that sounded good then.
But no, it's fine. Like it's totally cool.
Yeah.
And I get like there are seasons of time. And other people have posted things like when they get like I've seen some of the
Fired
pictures.
up or yeah.
Yeah, like when they come back and they like see stuff. So I get it. There's seasons. I do hope to meet some of the people that I used to like watch on the groups though.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. And I think that's the beauty of a lot of the people that have traversed through the groups too. Like you said, there's seasons.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Some of it was through COVID. Some of it was when everyone was locked in. Some of it was when this and that. And then you see these people, and then they've kind of branched off, and they're now not in the house as much.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like they're like out and like flourishing, and it's funny. A lot of them actually work at gyms now.
nice.
Like that's ironically, it's like a lot of them work at gyms now. And they're like constantly like either training or they're like constantly just working at the gym in any capacity. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Mhm.
to see that level to be honest, it's amazing. Uh,
Yeah, so that's cool too. And so I don't know.
mhm.
Maybe me posting my stuff will like get somebody to post theirs. I don't know.
Yeah, it
That's
it
what
it does.
I think about like
Yeah,
when I post it.
I love that. I love that.
I don't know. But like I said, sometimes there have been moments where I'm like, I am consistently posting on the streak group like every day that I hit
Yeah,
now because that's like what the goal of that group is.
yeah,
Don't always like I will sometimes post my like mile on like the fitness group too, but
yeah.
I'm trying not to like overwhelm it or spam it with just like my
Man, you ain't spamming nothing. Nah, post, because I love it. Like you're engaging. That's what it is. And people like you when it comes and that's why I'm, asking this question, having this topic of why. Why the consistency, why this and that. And from what I'm hearing, it's who you are, it's who you've chosen to be, it's a lifestyle you've chosen to have,
yeah, it
you
is.
know?
Mhm.
Yeah. And you're inviting others in it. Like that's what it sounds like. You're
Yeah,
keeping other people accountable to your lifestyle.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Mhm.
that's no small matter. And it's definitely not something that you should shy away from or think is like being annoying or something like that. Um, and I say that only because, um, it's what a lot of people need. It's a conviction, even for me. Like when I see you getting it in, it's like, man, if I didn't get it in today, man, Kara got it in. She closing the rings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that was kind of like the point too of like, us sending the check-ins like
yeah,
in the Her Collective group was like just kind of like it would be a reminder of like,
mhm,
did I get this in? And if
yeah,
no, and it's even like, we would do kind of mental health reminders too. It's like it's okay if you didn't. Like,
yeah,
don't beat yourself up. But
yeah,
like, maybe tomorrow you'll be
Mhm.
like in a better place to do that,
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly.
Like, this is just like the posting of the pictures or the thing is to say, "Hey, this is my check-in. Did you get yours in? If not,
Yeah.
tomorrow you can get it in." Like it's not a guilt thing. I think it's more of like an encouragement thing.
Yeah. It is. It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or at least that's
Absolutely.
the goal behind it is not to guilt anybody into it, but it's to like encourage you. It's like
Yeah.
it's like positive instead of negative.
Absolutely. And that's what you give off. I'm not lying when I say that. You give that off completely. Uh,
That's
you
the
do.
goal.
Yeah, you do. It's incredible. I think what you're doing in terms of just like I said, posting and giving that part of yourself, that level of consistency of yourself to the group, to the community. I think many people may not say it, but they see it. I think that's what people have to understand about consistency. Like they may not say some people may not you may not ever get somebody to say anything about even you being like a Christian and you're light and like you loving and you know what I'm saying? Like you recently in what was that the maybe the movies and TV shows call you were talking
Call.
about how like say it again.
It was the movie's call, yeah.
Yeah, you were saying like you think that you should be an example. You were saying
Hmm.
like, that we should be an example, not necessarily pestering people with coming to Christ. It's like, hey, be an example, and they should see that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is maybe getting off topic, but you brought it back up. But it even
Hmm.
bothers me sometimes, like when I lived in like for a little bit, I lived in Oklahoma, which
Yeah,
is considered like one part of the Bible Belt of the US.
yeah,
And I went to a Christian college and like at the Walmart, like when I would go to Walmart to just get groceries or
yeah,
like, stuff for school, I would sometimes
yeah.
be bombarded with people that'd be like, you know, like, do you know Jesus and stuff? And it's like, even if like, I could say yes and they don't believe you, like it's like they're still
Oh
trying
wow,
to like, get you,
what
you know,
the?
like to convert right there. And you're like, I told
Yeah,
you I believe in Jesus. I'm like,
great.
like, yeah.
Like,
Uh,
no, you don't. Like, what the? Yeah, nah, I feel you.
so I'm like, so like that's also another reason why I'm like, I just don't feel like it's effective. It's not an
Yeah,
effective way to do it because just it's not super effective.
yeah, absolutely. And I love that.
I
I
guess
think
that could go along with like the gym though too, or like even activity, like just pestering someone, telling them they need to
absolutely.
go. Like if, you know, it doesn't necessarily work. Like I do like little competitions with like I do competitions with my sister on
Yeah,
the Apple Watch. I do competitions with my friends on the Apple Watch.
yeah,
Like and they're just for fun. But like I've heard from them, like they'll say, "Oh, I saw that like, that I get that notification on my Apple Watch that says that Kara just finished a workout." And I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, dang, I gotta get mine in."
Right.
So it's kind of just like, just like a reminder.
Hmm. That's exactly what it is. A reminder. It's a reminder. And you should know that it's significant. It's very significant. Like, don't think for a second it's not, Kara. Like, it's very significant. That's why, I mean, I'm the creator of the groups. That's why you have me sitting here saying, why? You
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
why? But I also see where there may not be comments or likes every now and then. And even with me, and I've been posting. I've posted for years and stuff. You can go years not getting followers and things like that. Like that's a part of the game when you're being an entrepreneur slash content creator.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go viral on every. You may not ever go viral,
Right.
But is that the whole point of posting? No, like it's the whole
Yeah.
point of posting is to bring benefit, and you know that
Well,
benefit.
oh. So
Uh-huh.
no, you finish your thought because I feel like I've kept interrupting you.
No, you're fine. I just was just saying like that benefit is what, that you you giving without expectation, I think is the biggest part.
Mhm.
That's like the basis for, I think, I feel like for any form of giving. And I think
Yep.
what you've shown or what you're showing in your posting, in your continual giving of inspiration through your posts is just that.
Well, I think like even just like, sometimes I see like on TikTok, they're like, "Are you stuck in the 200 jail or whatever?" Like, I don't know.
Hmm.
Shoot, I feel good if I get 200 views, like I don't really care. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if perhaps like this is helping somebody, like I don't know, like maybe just the 200 people that are watching got
Yeah.
were like, you know, or were inspired by my little post.
Yeah.
Who knows? And for the most part, I'd say like just posting for yourself is the most important thing. Like I
Yeah.
post these things because I like them, because it's something that I want to do.
Oh man. That's
Like,
the basis. Yes.
so if I do that, like if I'm trying to post it, like I feel like if you're trying to post it for the likes, for the views, for all of that, you're gonna get lost in it and you're gonna end up you could end up losing who you are because
Oh,
you're just chasing the popularity.
yep.
And so if you're not necessarily looking for that, like I mean, it's a lot more freeing. Like, I really don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Like, I mean, of course, you like the likes, but at the end of the day, I still did the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's yeah, you're posting because you love it. Like you said, it's something you love to do, and therefore you're posting about it or you're posting it because you love it,
Mhm.
not because you don't or not because you're being forced to. Because as we all know, whatever you do that you don't love, if you don't want to do it, eventually you're not gonna do it. You
Yeah.
know, that's just that's the main thing. Like whoever's doing whatever you don't want to do, it's not gonna last. And so again, going back to that authenticity um aspect of you and why you're posting, you know, or why you're posting in the groups in the communities, or why are you even doing this? Like I guess I can even ask you that question too. Like, do you want to be fit? Are you loving what
Yes.
it feels like to be fit?
Yes. I do want to be fit, and I am loving what it feels like to be
Mhm.
fit.
Yeah,
I am loving the you know, like I mean, the progress and stuff, it's been an up and down kind of journey, like
yeah,
um like but I know that there's been some progress of like I've lost some weight, but I've also like I've gained muscle.
yeah,
And I know that like because my strength is like, even moving to my apartment,
yeah.
I was able to like help out and move things that
Come on.
like I can lift different things that I wasn't able to probably lift before. Like,
Nice.
and like that feels good.
Yeah.
And, if I had to, I could probably punch somebody
Crazy thing.
if I had
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Yeah, how you doing? Looking for a note? Not
Um,
ready? Okay.
and that
Okay, thank you.
and that feels good,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I guess like something else I've noticed from it is like I feel a lot lighter. Not lighter necessarily. I mean, part of it's physically, but also just like emotionally and mentally.
Yeah.
Like, just like I don't know, like less worry, less stress. Some of it has to do with,
Yes.
the environment that I was in before, where
Yeah.
I'm at now, but also just like the consistency with the people, like the gym, like, going to the gym is fun for me. Like it's fun.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
fun there. Um, like my trainer works me out.
Yeah.
I'm sore. Like I'm still
Hmm.
sore
You
today.
still sure? Yeah.
Still sore.
Yeah.
Um, we did like a leg workout on Friday. Now I'm sore.
Yeah.
I'm sore.
Yeah.
My legs.
Mhm.
I'm still sore in my chest from the chest workouts, but I mean but I can I do remember some of it is like it's been a whole year. Actually, my year just passed with my trainer. Actually, I'm gonna make a reel about that.
Wow.
But of from when I first started in the gym,
Yeah.
my trainer to now, it's been a whole year.
I mean, oh
And
yeah. Wow.
yeah, and I can remember some of the exercises that I started with, the
Mhm.
core, some of the core exercises that we would do, and they were
Yeah.
a struggle, when I first started, and now it's easy. Like
Wow.
I can knock out 15 of those easy.
That is.
Um, I mean, it still hurts, still you still feel it, it's not
Yeah.
whatever, but it's it goes faster or
Yeah.
whatever. And
Yeah.
sometimes it'll be like, Kara, did you even start? Because I'm on my 30-second rest or whatever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I literally just finished doing 15. He's like, no way, that was way too fast. I was like, I did it, okay? I
Yeah.
did it. But it's because it got easier, because it's because I've been consistent, because when you're consistently doing it and
Yeah.
it's a lot of the same, it's repetition. And then also, I mean, there's he does do variations of exercises,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
building the muscle and, building that, even in the cardio, your heart, all of
Yeah.
that, gets built up over time and you have more endurance, you have more strength, more flexibility, more of
Yeah.
all of that. And so
Yeah.
it's good. And even I was surprised that
Mhm.
sometimes I still surprise myself when I look at the weight. I'm like, there's no way. He puts down the 50-pound bar for me
Yeah.
to chest press, and I'm looking at him really, 50
Right.
pounds? And it was easy,
Right.
or easier than I thought. It wasn't
Hmm.
easy, but easier than I thought. So uh,
Wow.
it's just interesting to see the progress of knowing I started with the 5-pound dumbbells for
Yeah.
the bicep curl thingies or whatever that we were doing, the
Yeah.
hammer curls, and now I'm on
Hmm.
12s. So,
Wow. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like consistency with love for what you do or what you're consistent in doing. You know, which ultimately is your why, right? Like
mhm,
that's the summation of your why, of what it is and why it is that you're doing what you're doing. Um, and you said it. You said it. You said it. I just I admire you. I admire where you where you're going, where you come from, where you're going. I admire the consistency that you put into anything. You seem to be consistent with just about everything, but particularly your fitness journeys. I've seen that. Um, I've seen you. I've seen that. I've seen you in that element, and I've seen you continuously get back up when you fall off. You know,
mhm,
I've seen you be transparent in the fall off. You've shown. There's been moments where you've shown. There's been moments where you've shown yourself not as consistent, or you've shown where you have fallen off, and then you've shown where you've gotten back on. You know, you've gotten back up and started to be more consistent again. And then you've shared that with, on Snapchat, and you've been like, hey, has there been progress? I think you've asked us that before. Didn't you make a post like that? You're like, do you
yeah,
see a
I did.
difference?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, because I was like, I don't know if I did see the difference. Yeah. Because
exactly.
there's one thing, sometimes, body dysmorphia is still very big thing,
Yeah.
you know? Um, and it's just like, sometimes you see yourself every day, right? And so then you're
Yes.
like, do I look different? Did I change? I don't know. I was like, I'm putting
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
I think maybe. And then there's some days where you think like you're like, oh my, like I think like for me anyways, I don't know about other people, but some days I'm like, I look so good. And then
Yeah.
some days I'm like, oh my gosh, I look terrible. I look like so fat. I look this and that.
Yeah.
And some days I'm like, I look really good. And I don't know which one is real.
Yeah. And I get that. Sometimes body dysmorphia is real. Sometimes you don't know if you're if you progress, if you're progressing at all, you know. Um, but I do think that first off, I think that you definitely have progressed. I've definitely seen progression. But I do think that your transparency in your journey shows a lot about the journey. And for you, it's not just you're not doing it for clicks, you're not doing it for views, you're not doing it for um someone else. You're not
Yeah.
doing it for validation for from someone else. You're doing it for you. You're doing it because you know you're doing it because of who you are and what your why is in it. And if it's exactly what you said. Like that's I kind of it's funny because as we close this call out, I'm answering my question that I had for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm answering like because that was the whole point of me talking about this specific topic with you is because I kept seeing I saw all you were posting on in the fitness group, you
Hmm.
know. It's like wow, she is like really she's really on it, you know. And she may not be a trainer, but she may not be someone who has been on her fitness journey for 50 years, but you're definitely posting like one.
Yeah, no, I'm not a trainer. Although like sometimes sometimes
Mhm.
it is funny. My trainer will be like, oh, he called me Coach K once. Um,
Really?
yeah, just because I was well, like a lot of times, like actually he uses me sometimes as the example for some of
Yeah,
the people. Like because he like tells us an exercise to do.
yeah.
And people will be like, how do you do that? And then he's like, Kara, show him.
Really?
And I'm like, dang it, Sal. Because sometimes it's like I just finished doing an exercise, so then I'm doing extra
Yeah.
because those don't count.
Mm.
It's my set. Tricky is what
But
it
that's amazing.
is.
That says a lot. You should talk about that. You should make a you said you're gonna make a TikTok on the anniversary, but you should definitely talk about that as well.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, I think that's dope. The fact that he uses you and the fact that like that says a lot about your journey, you know. And you yourself are gonna be able to look back on this, um, and reflect on just how far you've come as well. Like I think it's amazing. I think you're amazing. I think what you're doing is incredible. The progression you've made is incredible. Um, your why is incredible. Your consistency and your why of your consistency is incredible. Um, yeah, that's what I wanted to hit. Like, yeah, I'm so satisfied with your answer. It's like, like you hit it literally on its head. What would you say? I guess to close off the conversation, what would you say would be maybe the biggest culprit that throws you off of your consistency, that throws you off of your why? What's that one thing that's like where you're just like, man, it always seems to like, get you, it always seems to bring you down. What's that one thing that you would say? What's that one thing that you would say like it's, it's keeps not that it keeps, but it whenever it shows its head, it's hard for you to um steer away from it, if you will.
I would say, I think sometimes like when I am uh, sometimes around my cycle.
Mm,
Like I can sometimes like get very I can get a little bit like depressed.
mm,
And like in that time, like sometimes that's when I can like fall off on the nutrition.
yeah,
Like I'm like I just want to do like I just give into like more of like my like sweet cravings or like fast food cravings. Um, and so I would say that that is something that I
yeah.
can struggle with. Um,
And you're saying you getting that back? Is that a big one for you?
mhm.
Really? Wow, that's interesting. But at the same time, I would say that's a really good excuse. It
Yeah,
is.
but but it's still like there are ways to like control, and it's not that you like there are still ways to control it, and it's not that I can't have. I think it's more like it's not binging during that time. I think that's the sometimes the issue. It's like it's not just allowing that to be an excuse to binge,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
like, like allowing like, a little bit of moderation of like you can have your little sweet snacks or whatever or this or that, but like
Yeah.
to this and also make sure you're still getting the other things that you need too.
Yes.
And not, over like indulging during that time.
Yeah.
I think like that can sometimes be like a struggle.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm sure that, yeah, I'm sure that alone is a challenge for most people, you know, comes to that entire, um, entire experience, which is something that us guys would never know, but
Mhm.
craving that your body is like, a craving that your body is like fighting or naturally. Okay, no problem. Okay. But yeah, like a natural order that your body is like craving. I think that uh yeah, that's an entirely different, that's something I'll never know about. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
never know. But I do know it can be a fight for a lot of people. A lot of people that I know.
It does. It's something that it does affect us. And so like I do appreciate
Yeah,
the post on it. Like,
yeah,
like Giselle, like we're gonna bring her back.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
no, she posts like she just posted this it was a banana bread recipe. Um
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
like magnesium during your cycle. And like I was like, ooh, that's so great. So like
Mm,
she has like some great tips for that. And
yeah.
that's like really cool. Um and so I appreciate
Big shit that before. Yeah, the banana bread. Yeah.
Mhm.
He loves banana bread. Or that banana bread.
I I love banana bread.
Really?
Make it.
I
I
think
have
she has the recipe. I think
because
she
I saw
posted
it
it.
when she posted the recipe.
Yeah.
I have the recipe saved.
You gonna
Um
make it?
yeah, I have to make it. I,
Okay.
I have bananas that are in my freezer that I could use.
Yeah, absolutely. All I know is save me some. 'Cause I haven't had banana bread in so long.
You want me to save you some? Okay.
Please save me some. Yeah. It's banana bread.
Yeah.
You know? I just want to make sure that you can take it in general. You keep talking about you can do this and do that.
I can do a lot of things, Trey.
All right. Listen, green size.
Hmm.
But yeah, this was it. This was it. I just definitely wanted to wrap up that level of like question of why you were so persistent. Well, your why and then why it's so persistent with not just doing. your fitness journey, but sharing it. You know, you're so willing to share it just as much as you seem to be willing to do it. So that was I was so curious about that, to be honest. I was like, man, what, what is driving her? And so I thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for asking.
Absolutely. Do you have any questions in closing out with this particular topic? Anything you want to share with the people that are listening, or any questions that you may just have for me in general, or just in general?
I mean, I guess we don't really have enough time for you to share about your own fitness journey. There's only like 4 minutes left.
Right.
So you kind of snuck that in and there wasn't enough
Oh,
time
the
for
bills?
her.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I see you. I see you. Next time
Okay.
next we'll get your status.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
It's good.
but
All right,
I guess what
absolutely. No problem. Have a good one.
I guess what I would say is just like I think like don't be afraid to post
Yeah.
like your stuff. Like, you know, like it doesn't even have to be necessarily you at the gym. It could be like literally just a picture of your watch that
Yeah.
you got it done. It could be like, you know, a picture of the weights
Yeah.
at, or it could be a picture of your yoga mat or
Yeah.
picture of the outside, like of you walking, your
Yeah.
walking shoes. Like it could be anything. Like just or even just like a little post, a little note that says, I got it done. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, something
That's
like
good.
that, you know, um, for your own accountability. And I think it's important, like it really is important to document your progress, I think.
Yeah.
Like take pictures and take those things because then you can see where you've changed. You can see the differences.
Yeah.
Because even like when I look back at the time where I was, exercising,
Yeah.
um, when I was married and for my ex and at that time is like I look at those pictures now and I am like she was beautiful and like she looked good. But
Yeah.
she didn't feel good. She didn't think she looked good. She thought she was fat. She thought she was this and that and the other. And
Yeah.
I'm like, she looked so good.
Yeah.
I wish that I had the like at some points is like I wish I had the confidence that I have now.
Yeah.
And
Then.
I
Yeah.
looked great.
Yeah.
Not that I don't look great now, but like I looked great.
Yeah.
So I think like that's something is just I think having that like I feel like positivity does so much more than negativity.
Absolutely. So 100%. I agree. I agree. Wow. You said it, Missy. You said it. We're gonna leave it off with your words. We're gonna leave it off with the words of K.
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. This is so freaking dope. We do have Let's Just Talk books, right? Next.
Mhm.
All right, cool, cool, cool. So I'm like 6 minutes from my last drop off, and
Okay.
then I will be headed home. So then I'll be able to like actually read it. So is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let's do it. So I'm about 6 minutes out from that.
All right.
I will.
You didn't have that person probably didn't sign up for tonight, most likely.
Um, yeah, it does say it's just you. I'm on. Well, if
Okay.
you sign up, yeah, it does say it's just one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm the one that signed. Okay, good. No, because that's cool. Then we can like wait. Or like I can wait.